people injured here. 2v2 Valderus Refinery blue team. Space Marines, we've got Sneery Thug as a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, alongside World Eater as an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat, some really good heals and buffs. Can get a ranged weapon too, has a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura, and this is the Blood Angels elite scheme, Death Company Apothecary. Red team, Bashful Pwny is an Eldar Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, some really great buffs and some debuffs too. Can control with some late game war gear also. And rounded off the teams is ROSEN Warrior as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Some very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. This is World Eater's elite scheme. Maybe we'll see that crazy Chaos Dreadnought from the World Eater scheme. So we've got a player called World Eater fighting a Chaos Lord using the World Eater scheme. Over on the west side, Howling Banshees up against Sneery Thug. Is going to need a plan to deal with these ladies, because with Farseer support they can become incredibly scary with Doom and Guide and Spirit Stones heals. Does have the tools, Bionics, Mastercrafted Bolter, shotguns should be his first purchase, and in fact is his first power purchase. Gives up the cap to help out the Tactical Marines, getting knocked over by those power sword wielding Howling Banshees power swords and power weapons in general, doing extra damage to the heavy infantry power armored Tactical Marines. This Farseer needs to retreat. She's trying to fleet away, but it's going to go down to range fire. Apothecary coming over to the west side, bringing his scouts with him, double scouts for World Eater. Smacking up the Star Avengers. Might take a model here. Bolt Pistol gets one. Doesn't do a lot of damage out the gate, Apothecary. I think it's under 30 DPS melee damage, I think. 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Decent start for them, taking down the Farseer. Just losing concentration momentarily. Bashful does repurchase. Mid, we've got some Chaos Space Marines in retreat. Double CSM for ROSEN. Those guys losing a model, looks like. These guys are going to try and decap mid. Nope, get behind the heavy cover and try and outshoot double tactical. It's not going to work out for you. Crack-on bolts are up. Here comes the Apothecary. Needs to back away. No, what's he doing? Should have kept the Heretics worshipping and backed away his CSM. Should have never have got hit by that special attack. What is he trying to do here? Just back away. Double Tactical Marines and an Apothecary is too much for you to deal with. Apothecary heals himself. That was a really badly managed engagement for ROSEN. Lost 6 Heretics completely unnecessarily, and might even lose a Chaos Space Marine here, and does lose a Chaos Space Marine. Really poor engagement for ROSEN. Should have handled that way better. What was the Chaos Lord doing? Capping that power, I think. Just get your Pawn Worship up, bring your Chaos Lord into the fight, back off your CSM, and live to fight another day. Now he's completely off the field, apart from his Chaos Lord. It's so important to keep your stuff in play when you can. Chaos Lord going after these Devastators on the field from World Eater with their blue Devastator helmets, which Blood Angels do for whatever reason. And Howling Banshees have half the map shooting at them, but they're causing problems here. They need to run away though. They do get their aspect of fleetness, will allow them to leap over cover objects, and gives them War Shout and Fleet. Farseer has her Doombringer up. Really awesome weapon for that ability. Not easy to get something like that in tier 1, and also if you combine it with her Guide as well. Lots of nasty things. You saw the Mastercrafted Bolter from the Techmarine there, just using his high powered shot to suppress the Farseer. ROSEN Warrior reinforcing all of his stuff, coming back out of base. His Heretics getting some grenade launchers. Just Space Marines capping mid, so red team will have the 2-to-1. Farseer of Bashful coming in, sweeping in there and forcing off the blue players, otherwise they would have capped mid. And we have Flamer Tactical Marines from Sneery Thug coming all the way over to the east side. Bit of a weird map in that sense, that one player has to look after both of the natural powers, so if his side gets pushed badly from his opponent, it can really screw the game over for his teammate. Farseer is pushing blue team's 2 powers. As you can see, they got 5 generators up. Red team have all 6 generators up, and they're going to get pushed by double tax, one of them with a Flamer, a bunch of scouts and an Apothecary there. So we might see all of the powders going down. Here comes the Techmarine. Nope. Look at this tier 1 from World Eater. He's got some Assault Marines on the field now. that Death Company's scheme. His Devastators are actually in retreat. Heretics coming mid. Apothecary is going to go down, I think. Surely he is. Yes, does go down. So that's nicely done from ROSEN Warrior, catching the Apothecary there, isolated, and bringing him down. Assault Marines are going to jump, knocking down both of the CSM squads. But now what are they going to do? Waiting for their Marines and Scouts to come in and support. Shotgun blast goes off, another one as well. Heretics do have their aspiring champion. Here's some corner worship. Wow, kept that CSM squad in there way too long, fighting one-to-one with the Assault Marine squad. Should never lose models that way. Obviously he was looking at his tactical marines and his scouts and trying to deal with those. Forgot about the Assault Marines wailing on his CSM. The node went down and was uncapped by those tactical marines. Assault Marines doing a fantastic job here. They lose a model, but they did awesomely well for World Eater, pushing, being aggressive, soaking up damage. Apothecary is now back on his feet. Techmarine up to level 2 because of that revive. Chaos Lord. In fact, all the commanders doing pretty well in terms of XP early on. 422, 389. It's a 1-to-1 cap. And Red Team need to take back this power. Now locked down by a Devastator squad with that heavy bolter, as you can see, suppressing these infantry targets. CSM losing models left and right. Kraken bolts in there, completely out of cover. What is he doing here? No idea why trying to push those guys forward. Just wait for your Chaos Lord. He needs a bit more patience, ROSEN. He has come into play. He's come into the Space Marine lines now with help from Bashful, bringing his Howling Banshees in. So he did okay in the end, but why was he pushing those CSM right into heavy bolts of fire? Is this a dead Techmarine? Can his Banshees turn and take him out? They're going to try this fleet, but they get a shot in the skull from a Mastercrafted Bolter's high-powered shot, and are instantly suppressed. Instant suppression from range really does well for you in tier 1. And I suppose it scales pretty well. Suppression on demand is always useful. Doesn't put out a lot of damage though, that bolter. It's only slightly more than his default bolter. 30 odd DPS piercing. 422, 320, 1-to-1 cap. We have Eternal War up on both of the Chaos Space Marines. There's some Corn Worship. What is he going to? He's using it to get into melee combat here. What is he trying to do? These guys are just going to get healed. He's doing a poor job, I think, choosing his engagements well. Losing CSM again, lost one off both squads. But he's tier 2 and he's got Raptors on the way. Chaos Lord with no war gear. Both teams though, I'm liking how they're supporting each other. Webway is up here. Bashful brings his Dire Avengers over. Chaos Lord just trying to bully things, he misses his kill the week. Apothecary will now tie up those Dire Avengers, that's bad for them. They're still getting shots on, they're trying to take out those scouts. Can the Chaos Lord get one more hit and one more model? No, he can't. Tactical Marines with Flamer are going to burn down this node, going straight for the node. The node does cost more to replace, but it's tougher, which is why people usually go for gens first, because you can take them down much quicker than nodes. Raptors jumping in, taking out a tactical marine. These guys suppressing targets when they land, well, suppressing nearby enemies when they land. Shotgun blast knocks them back, and the Apothecary runs away. Red team, they have everything over here, but they are struggling in terms of map. Blue side, this west side, sorry, is completely blue. They've almost completely conceded it right now. Even this wreck point is uncapped. Scouts infiltrated by their elite training, and Dreadnought on the way for World Eater. Dark Creepers are up for Bashful Pwny. Long range Inferno damage, the same damage that Marco Zinch CSM have. So extra damage output versus super heavy and heavy infantry. Not what tactical marines want to see, and marines in general. They can also suppress on demand with pinning fire. They have their aspect of the Reaper. They did get some changes in 2.3. Removed one of their upgrades and folded it into the Exarch purchase, I believe. And here comes ROSEN sweeping over to the west side. Dire Avengers on capping duty. Banshees in retreat as uses Banshees reasonably well so far, getting into enemy lines quite well. ROSEN with that's a sloppy retreat, could have pulled out his stuff, moved his heretics forward, and pawn worship them out, and now he's retreated 3 squads. I don't think he needed to. Chaos Lord reviving the Farseer. He's almost level 3 now. Here's a Falcon from Bashful. Really good purchase, I think. Is to keep it the heck away from this Dreadnought, of course, the Space Marine Dreadnought, beginning with this melee loadout. So instantly he's going to have that melee resistance aura that Walkers now have. 396, 275. Dark Creepers, I should say, trying to hit it with their Tempest missile launcher, not doing a whole lot. He's going straight after that Falcon. He could have demolished those heretics mid. What are these guys doing? Run away. There we go. 386, 275. There's Assault Marines now have their Sergeant up. He has a power sword. You see him on the right side there. Dreadnought taking out Dire Avengers left and right, having that melee kill inspiration going off. Nothing to benefit though. Took some damage from that Falcon. Does have pretty decent weaponry, this guy. Got a cost reduction in 2.3 as all of the transport vehicles did, apart from the war truck. I don't think that could get a cost reduction. Blob capping here, red team. Could be putting pressure on a generator, could have taken that generator down. Devastator's suppressing. Whoa, vengeance rounds loaded in. There's some really good damage now, even at long range there. 379, 274. Multi-melter loaded onto Sneery Thug Dreadnought. Very good weapon from close range against all targets. The webway gate, has it been spotted? I don't think it has. This is a really important engagement. If someone gets caught here and loses a lot, there's a full retreat from ROSEN. He did not like, he was completely surrounded, and that's probably the best choice at a Dreadnought coming in there. Yeah, now Bashful needs to be careful and get out unscathed, and they mainly did. And here we see that awesome World Eaters Dreadnought. Look at this thing with the Mark of Corn upgrade as well, gives them those close combat claws and melee resistance aura. And there is Blood Rage going after the Space Marine Dreadnought. As this repair's coming in, there's a Melter Bomb from the Assault Marines, and here's a multi-melter Space Marine Dreadnought taking shots. The Chaos Dreadnought might go down here. Look at this, triple repair is that, that's double repair on the Space Marine Dreadnought. Where is the Techmarine then? He's down, in fact. Down goes the Chaos Dreadnought. Did not get to see this guy for long, but doesn't it look awesome? Down it goes, 356, 262. Really good engagement there for blue team. ROSEN should not have marched his Chaos Dreadnought in there when everything else he had was off the field. Easy to say in hindsight, but he shouldn't have took that risk. Banshees wiped in retreat by the Dreadnought. Chaos Lord wiping out the Assault Marines though with his Lightning Claws. 100 DPS, power melee these things. And that is scary. But yeah, losses all round. Down goes the Chaos Dreadnought, down goes the Assault Marines, down go the Howling Banshees. Guardian Weapon Team is up with a Bright Lance. They do have 2 Dreadnoughts to deal with. ROSEN needs to contribute with some anti-vehicle. Bashful goes tier 3, as does Sneery Thug. Techmarine is up. World Eater, the Apothecary, is down though. Triple cap for blue. 356, 210. Raptors moving in. Their aspiring champion now has a 45 DPS power fist and a melter pistol. This guy a bit more scarier than he was, especially versus armored targets. And there was the Demonic Strength, I believe it's called. Demonic Fury, I always forget what that thing's called. It's that single target burst damage ability they have. I think it's 150 damage to a single model, which will then fly into enemies if you're lucky and knock them over. 356, 166. 2 to 1 for blue. Sneery Thugs. Techmarine getting away. What's going on mid? Got a big blob of ranged Eldar stuff. Gonna eat a grenade though. Ouch. Bashful not paying attention, losing 4 models to that grenade, including some Dark Creepers, which will cost power to reinforce. And we have World Eater now going for the multi-melter also. He might come and flank. He doesn't even need to. The Predator's going to take out the Falcon. Yeah, red team losing concentration, I think. ROSEN though is bashing power, 350, 159. Bashful is in tier 3. But what is he going to do about all this armor? I don't think he wants to get a fire prism. Dreadnoughts could charge it down with their multi-melters, and we have this Predator tank as well, which might go down. We have some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines chasing it with those power melee weapons, plasma pistols and the melter pistol on the aspiring champion. Can he finish it off with some rear armor hits there? No, he can't. The Predator lives. Dreadnought doing well, up to level 3 and getting the Dark Age of Technology up to 1752 hit points, 327, 159. What is that on the east side? Is that the other Dreadnought? It is, fighting a Chaos Lord. He will eventually win if the Chaos Lord just stands there. Last cannon up for World Eater. A shrewd choice there. Perhaps expecting some tier 3 vehicles to hit the field. Chaos Lord does get away just about, or does he? Can this guy finish him off with the multi-melter? No, he can't. Backs off. Web Gate in the Chaos base, in the Eldar base, and one here which still hasn't been spotted. Haven't seen it being used either. Right Lance getting shots, really good DPS to vehicles, and has that Scorch ability now, of course. Scorch, how does that work? Scorch and Doom and Guide. That's going to be scary if we see that. Fire Prism is what Bashful is going for. Risky with a Predator tank and 2 multi-melter Dreadnoughts, one of them into level 3. Blue team controlling mid. Right Lance getting shots and that Predator tank now. 284, 156. Nice grenade from World Eater. Raptors jumping them. Both scout squads getting suppressed, and this Predator tank's going to go down if it's not careful. Right Lance can't quite quit the last rear armor shot there. Gets away just about. 284, 145, 2 to 1 for blue team. What was the Farseer using her abilities on? I didn't see her put Doom on any. She put Doom on this. Fire Prism now getting shots. This thing has 2 types of shot you can use: a disperse shot, which will disrupt infantry and stuff, and a focus shot, better versus large targets.
Issuing new weapon loadout.
Dire Avenger's gonna come and try and ninja cap blue team's natural, but Devastators are there. Well, it's right on the edge of the firing arc, so even these guys might be able to tank that damage, but they're not going to try it. Or maybe not with Vengeance rounds activated. 284, 120. Blue team firmly in control of this match. ROSEN getting a Marco Zinch Havoc squad up.
One of our initiates has fallen.
They have a las cannon now. It's going to take shots at this Dreadnought. That's the level 3 one though, barely scratching it with these las cannon shots, as you can see. Fire Prism moving up, and the Right Lance moving up, and we're going to see a grenade. Nope, yes, grenade and shotgun blast. He's done really well with that little combo there from these double scouts. World Eater, Havoc staying in play though. Apothecary getting smacked to bits by some chain axes, and there is the Farseer. Puts Guide on those Mark of Khorne CSM, and down goes the Apothecary. Big engagement here. Las Cannon getting shots on the Fire Prism. Fire Prism needs to be very careful. That Dreadnought's trying to chase it down, but it's taking huge amounts of shots. Farseer just put Doom on the Dreadnought, I believe. She needs to run away. She's level 3. Las Cannon Havoc just about getting away. Dreadnought does not get away. Farseer does get away. That's a good engagement for red team. Can they finish off this Predator tank as well? Not quite. It's Mark of Khorne CSM doing a good job putting pressure on things. Gonna chase down the las cannon, are they? Nope. This is a las cannon Predator as well. Don't want to lose this thing. These guys are chasing it. Aspiring champion still getting shots with that melter pistol, but it's not going to go down. There's the global repair ability from the Techmarine, repairing all allied vehicles on the field over time. Terminators called in by World Eater. Power Fists and Storm Bolters. 242, 111. Fire Prism unable to knock these guys over. Dark Creepers now coming into play though. Look at the damage these Terminators are taking under fire. Trying to cap Wow, loses a model. That was pretty unlucky. As soon as he got to 2/3 of health, he seemed to lose a model there. Dark Reaper's not messing around at all. Farseer coming back into play. We might see guide on those Dark Reapers, or maybe not. They've been forced off. 237, 111. Havoc's forced off. The Predator tank flanking them there, and down goes the Fire Prism. Lascannon Predators are really bad news for Fire Prisms, and there you see why. And here's another Predator tank from Sneery Thug. Lose both their Dreadnoughts. Not sure what the Farseer is trying to do. Here come those Markov Corn CSM. We'll see how they hold up into the late game. But they've done well so far. Down goes the Predator tank. They helped do that for sure. Farseer getting a last shot, I think. Are these guys overshadowed now by the new Raptors and Bloodletters? They do give you that option. Some a really solid, if unspectacular melee unit, which you don't need to pay for a new unit for and get more pop for. So they've got that going for them, and they're doing well in this game. And at level 3 right now, like a base healing up. 203, 111. Raptors might want to get. Oh, there's an Eldritch. Might want to get their melter guns. Raptors with melter guns are awesome, I find. They get that melter bomb as well, of course. Gonna need to run away here. He ran into his allied's Eldritch Storm. Ouch, Fire Prism getting rear arm hits from that Lascannon. Now it'll be a dead Fire Prism. Nope, can't get the last shot. And Loyalist Terminators with their slightly improved Power Fist damage taking on those Raptors and winning. But what are they doing here? He's gonna lose these guys if he's not careful. Has he resigned to losing them? He's gonna lose them, and down they go. There's the orbital. Dodged by Bashful. Dodged really well by Bashful. Now he's gonna shoot down this Lascannon World Eater, not paying attention. What is he doing? He's gonna lose his Lascannon as well. Gets them away. But, wow, what? I'm not sure. I don't know why he pushed those Terminators forward. Maybe he's just trying to see this win out. You have some Plasma Gun Tactical Marines. They're going to take out the Dark Creepers with the Signum. Yes, they are. Dark Creepers are heavy infantry, so they will take an extra damage from this Plasma Gun. And that is a pretty mean Plasma Gun. 26 DPS Plasma damage just from that single Plasma Gun model. Here come those Markov Corn CSM, backed up by their Chaos Lord, who's almost level 4. Venerable Dreadnought from Sneery Thug, it is. This guy now a fair amount more powerful with that melee resistance aura charging in. Unfortunately for him, he can't use the charge and Emperor's Fist when he's level 1 because there's too much energy. Right, Lance getting shots though. There's that inspiration on kill. Has inspired the Techmarine, but it's not going to help him out in a melee fight with a Lightning Claw Chaos Lord. 194, 42. Down goes that Techmarine. Fire Prism now getting shots on this Venerable. He's going to go down here. He's going to get chased down. What is he doing with it? He's taking it back to base. He's going to try and move it out. Raptors capping the west side. Blue team was so in control. Sneery Thug losing both of his Predators, now getting another one. World Eater also has one, losing his Terminators. ROSEN Warriors double CSM have really carried him through this game. Raptors have done really well as well, and they are level 4, these Raptors. He's fighting some Tactical Marines with And They Shall Know No Fear, and Doom is on them. Can he finish them off? Can he jump? He should have jumped there and finished them off, I think. 177, 42, double cap for red team, back in control in terms of VPs. Down goes the Lascannon Havocs though. Predator tank chasing down the Fire Prism. You've got to be aggressive against the Fire Prisms with your Predator tank. But now Bright Lance coming into play. Markov Corn CSM again, escaping death at level 3. What level are the Markov Zinch guys? Almost level 4 also. Dark Creepers, some more Dark Creepers, the Bashful Pwny. Doing really well for him before he lost the other squad. Bloodletters, Blood Sacrifice Bloodletters on the field for ROSEN, but now they disappear. And that, wow, that Predator tank went down, seriously? Here is Sneery Thug's Predator tank. ROSEN floating power like absolutely crazy, but doesn't have the requisition to get anything, so he goes tier 3. He can use an Abyss immediately, which might change this game. Can almost use 2. 142, a 2-to-1 cap for the red team, back in control big time. They've really swung this around, some silly losses from all players really, but blue team's losses have put them in a bit of a bad situation, ended this game. 90-42. Can they recover here? They need to put quick pressure on these ranged units. I think that Assault Marine loss for World Eater was a big thing, because Merciless Strike would help to control those Mark of Pawn CSM as well. Grenade goes in, forcing off the Mark of Pawn CSM. So they soaked up some damage if nothing else, and now the Apothecary going to town. Is that the Sanguine Chainsaw? It is. Blue team stacking up on this east side. Well, there's some scouts here from Sneery Thug. Raptors jumping in. There's a heal from the Apothecary going after those tactical marines. Now going straight after the Apothecary. You see the big chunks of health coming off him from those power fist attacks. And let the Galaxy burn, flying in from the Chaos Lord. But there is Angels of Death, but there's an Imperial Abyss, which forces off his army immediately. So he basically wasted that Angel of Death, though he has kept his tactical marines alive. Did not save his Apothecary though. Chaos Lord getting a bit overexcited, runs into his own Imperial Abyss. But now he can cap his natural back. 68-42. These scouts have been spotted. I don't think Sneery Thug is paying attention. Farseer up to level 5 now has her Runes of Reaping. What's going on mid? Techmarine's going to try and cap it. Fire Dragons on the field for Bashful Pwny. Turning to engage with those rapid firing fusion guns, basically melters. And look at the damage to this dreadnought. Wow. Owned. They got to change also the Exarch. Now improves the range of those guns up to 24 from 20, I believe. So a nice little buff from there. No longer gives them the speed increase though. 57-42. Single cap for red team. Close. It's very, very close. Chaos Lord should be able to cap mid there. That's going to give them a double, is it? Maybe even a triple. Yes, there's the double. This could be it now. Triple on the way. Sneery Thug has absolutely nothing. It's over for blue team. It's over. ROSEN has lost a lot of stuff, but he's kept this nucleus of double CSM and Raptors going, and they've carried him through. They've done very, very well. Oh, they're all level 4. They must be. Yes. Fire Dragon's going mad. 24-42. Double cap. They lose their natural. There's the 2-to-1 now. Sneery Thug with yet another Predator tank. How many Predators have we seen in this game? 4, 5? I think it's at least 4. 14-42. Fire Dragons destroying some stuff. We have the Farseer decapping and capping natural rec points right at the end of the game. Here comes the Chaos Lord to get that 2-to-1 back. We need to keep things mid and make sure they don't lose it. A Librarian late game for Sneery Thug, getting the 4 staff. He's going to try and use that force barrier to stop caps and stuff, or protect caps, I imagine. Another Imperial Abyss, trying to get that tank out of there so he can finish his cap. There's a smite. Wow, took out a CSM model, but he does decap this side. There's a double cap, and this is red team's game, no doubt. Blue team trying to make a little bit of impression mid, but it's not going to work out. They just capitulated with all those vehicle losses. Lost 2 dreadnoughts at least. Was it 3 dreadnoughts? I think they lost 2 dreadnoughts and 1 venerable. At least 4 Predator tanks, and that Assault Marine loss was a pretty big deal as well for World Eater. Just tiny little lapses in concentration. Sneery Thug at the end of the game with Orbs, Signum and Mastercarded Bolter. Level 8 that Techmarine. Level 4 Apothecary with Sanguine Chainsaw. Level 5 Farseer did well with the Dooms and Guides and stuff. Also had Fortune and Runes of Reaping, and the Chaos Lord fully kitted out at the end. Armored Inferno Icon of Corn, and Lightning Claws. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.